Problem number 6, 35/24 minus 5/16. First, I notice that the denominators are not the same. So I'm going to need to find equivalent fractions for 35/24 and 5/16 so that both fractions contain the same denominator, so I'm able to subtract these. So I'm going to use the same method I used in the last example, and I'm going to start writing out the multiples of each. So I'm going to start with 16. So 16 plus 16 gives me 32. Let's say that I don't know the next number. Let's say I don't know the next multiple. Well, I can just multiply 16 times 3. 6 times 3 is 18. Carry the 1. 1 times 3 is 3 plus 1 is 4. So the next multiple of 16 is 48. And then 48 plus 16, well, 8 plus 6 is 14. Carry the 1. 4 plus 1 is 5 plus 1 is 6. So 64. So there's different methods. Like, I could now take 16 and multiply by 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 to get the next multiple, or I could just take the multiple 64 and add 16 to it. So I have 5 multiples. Hopefully that will be enough. So I wrote out the multiples of 16. Now I'm going to write out the multiples of 24. So we have 24, 48, then I'm going to add 48 and add on another 24, and up to 72. And I'm actually going to stop there because take a look. If we take a step back, I see that they both have a multiple 48. So 48 is a multiple of 16, and 48 is also a multiple of 24. So we can just stop right there. And our least common denominator, the smallest number they have in common, is 48. All right, so let's think about it. 16 times what gives us 48? Well, there were 1, 2, 3 16s and 48. So 16 times 3 is 48. So I need to multiply 5 by the same number that I multiplied the denominator by. So I multiply 5 by 3, and I get 15. Then up here, 24 times 2 gives us 48. So I need to also multiply the numerator by 2. So 35 times 2 is 70. 35/24 is equivalent to 70/48. So I'll replace 35/24 with 70/48 since they are equivalent. I'm going to bring up this subtraction symbol, and then let me grab a different color. 5/16 is equivalent to 15/48. So I replace 5/16 with 15/48. And then I'm ready to record my answer. The denominator stays the same. We're talking about 48ths here. And then we focus on the numerator. We subtract 70 minus 15. Well, 70 minus 10 is 60. 60 minus another 5 gives me 55. So 70/48 minus 15/48 gives me 55/48. Now I need to think about if I can divide this. If this can be simplified is what I mean. So 55 I can divide by 5, and I can divide by 11 because 55 is made up of 5 times 11. I can't break 55 down anymore. So I should just ask myself, can I divide 48 by 5? No, because it doesn't end in 5 or 0. The ones place is not a 5 or a 0. Can I divide 48 by 11? No. 11 times 4 is 44. 11 times 5 is 55. So 48 is not a multiple of 11. So this is as simple as it gets. The answer is 55/48. And if you want to change it to a mixed number, you can. 48 goes into 55 one time. Then I need to find the difference between 55 and 48. That will be my numerator. I borrow from the 5 and make it a 4. And then I give 10 to the 5, making it 15. 15 minus 8 is 7. 4 minus 4 is 0. So this would be 1 and 7. And then the 48, the denominator stays the same. So this would be 7 over 48. So 55 over 48, or you could write this as 1 and 7/48.